Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Ian. Chase, hello.
And the Chase. Oh, he's excited for Password.
Chase, are you excited for us to ignore Orlando?
See, Josh had the biggest brain play for how things should go now. Because, you know, it was the fun thing to shit on Roswell. It was the normal thing.
Yeah, that used to be the thing, right?
But he said, how about we shit on Orlando? And I thought it was very funny. Are you an Orlando man, Chase? Is that
he's an
Orlando man.
He's I mean there's
yeah, Orlando.
Orlando. Oh my god.
Ian, that's asking a lot.
Right? Right? It's fine.
It'll probably be okay.
We're doing things. You know what? You should be happy that we made it through day one.
Like dead ass. I was super thinking we weren't going to.
It is. What it is.
As the kids do say.
Right? Okay. So we had a good first day.
Mm-hmm.
Introduced everyone within the house.
Mm-hmm.
Mansion.
Yeah.
Mansion.
We are doing that. He is. We're in it.
Right? Who's, you know, just for the record, like who are you leaning towards most?
I'm on the Sal train right now.
You're on the Sal train.
I'm on the Sal train right now.
I see. Rate the boys so far. Okay, top to bottom.
Top to bottom?
Top to bottom. You have to
Oh.
include Benny and Liam.
Okay. Fair. I mean, Sal is kind of at the top for me right now. I'm
Okay.
kind of digging his vibe overall.
Yeah.
Next would probably actually be Liam. I like him.
Just the bear.
Big grumpy bus driver bear.
Yeah.
You
can follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, I know. I could do that.
Oh.
I don't know. Third for me is probably Dean.
Let's go, Dean gang.
I'm trying not
Dean
to have
gang,
the bad
Dean
takes,
gang.
but they're neutral takes. I'm neutral. I'm a neutral party. What can I say?
Dean gang, dab.
And then probably Benny. Then probably Orlando.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're putting Orlando above like Haas?
Oh no, wait, shit, that is Haas. Yeah, hold on. No. Haas goes in before Benny.
Okay.
So Haas, Benny.
So you like Dean more than
Haas?
No.
I think a little bit so far. Though we haven't had a lot of Haas.
It's true.
We really haven't had much of him at all, truthfully. And then Orlando.
Really?
And then Roswell.
Where's Tyson fit in?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Where's Tyson and Dave?
I forgot, man. I'm like all over the place. Dave? Oh, Dave actually might be number 2.
Ooh, you're a little loading hyena boy.
I like him.
He head empty.
I approve.
He's not exactly head empty because he's trying.
And
it's like the loading pinwheel is above his head all times.
It's really good. And I'll put Tyson above Benny. So
Ooh,
that sits him at like number 4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very arbitrary jumping around the list, but that's as it sits now based on first impressions. We've only been through a day, guys. Calm the fuck down. I could elect to abstain from rating Haas at all because, like I said, we haven't seen him very much.
No, okay.
So,
well, we'll get to know most of the characters, like in all the routes, right? We have to at least give some time with all the characters.
I'm sorry that you feel betrayed, Chase. It's just what my heart is telling me right now. Who knows? Orlando could come back and
Orlando could become your favorite, and then I'll kick you off the stream.
He could steal my heart away.
Terrible. Okay. I must have forgotten to set an alarm, for when I woke up, I had no idea what time it was. Still, I was thankful that my room had an adjoining bathroom, a comfort that I was somewhat familiar with, given what my bedroom was like at home. My muscles felt sore, maybe just from being in an unfamiliar bed, but given I had my own shower, what better time to test it out? I didn't have one before bed, and there's something to be said about bathing regularly. Well, cute he is.
He's adorable. He's a good fella.
He's trying.
I love some yeens. Yeens are adorable. Love you, yeen. They're cute.
Hello, Sirasu. And hello, Aron. Araron.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I like to pronounce one of the characters in Remember the Flowers as Aaron.
Aaron?
Yeah.
You like that skit, that Key and Peele skit?
I don't know what that is. They're just Aaron. Oh, once I was under the water, I realized how gross I felt. Maybe it was just from sitting in a bus for hours, then wandering around an old house. Thankfully, I wasn't sharing a bed with anyone, but if that was going to happen, I guess the incentive to have a shower beforehand would have been there. Once I was dressed, I headed downstairs to breakfast, assuming everyone else was already there. Sure enough, I was the last to arrive. Much like dinner, there were trays out with typical breakfast fixings: toast, eggs, bacon, cereal, a hotel buffet style if scaled down a little bit, for just the 7 of us. Good morning. Good morning, Roswell. I sat down with my breakfast, looking at what seemed to be distracting him. The first thing I noticed was his notepad, open to a blank page with his pen poised to... He's got so much poise.
Poised like a viper.
Terrible. Do you ever just look at like an enemy in like a video game and just go, he's got so much poise?
He's got so much poise. Well, no, I don't think that way. I didn't play as much Dark Souls as you.
Oh god, it's because you're a loser. You can't play those games.
I can play them just fine. I played most of one. I just didn't.
You didn't finish Elden Ring.
That's just because I stopped playing. I didn't get stuck.
You know, Animal from the Muppets beat Elden Ring.
Eat my ass.
What's your excuse?
Shut the hell up. My excuse is that I just stopped playing, Josh.
Poised to write something. It seemed like he was about to start writing before I noticed what was keeping him from doing so. His gaze pointed out two distinct groups sitting at the table. At the far end of the table was Ty and Sal, with Sal almost playing as a barrier between Tyson and the rest of us sitting on the other end of the table. They weren't making conversation with one another, although Sal seemed much more eager to eat than Ty. And down our end of the table, Dean was making small talk with Orlando and Haas, but without fail, each of them would look over to the other two. Things still tender from last night? A little bit, I think. And no punches being thrown, but still. Was it really that bad? Roswell shot me a look, as if expecting me to know the answer. Hopefully this blows over soon. It's going to make an awkward month if they keep going at it the whole time. I nodded slowly, scratching the back of my head. We'd been here for one night, and if we were here for a whole month, infighting was going to get old fast. It'll probably be fine. There's enough space to keep them separated. Probably enough space to let all of us do our own thing without stepping on any toes. That's what you want to do when you're in a mansion with like 7 other people. Just not see any of them the whole time.
I mean, hey, that'd be pretty cool.
Right? Where does that leave you, though? Me? Well, I was going to finalize this thing and talk to Benson about stuff. Maybe look into what's around the mansion beyond the trees. What? In the forest? You were sleeping for most of the trip, but I know there's a river out there. Or if we wanted to go swimming or fishing. Fishing, maybe, but we have the pool for swimming. Okay, what about an old shack? Mentions that, okay. What, like a tool shed? Exciting. More like a cabin, you dummy. How do you know about wait, how do you even know about something like that anyway? Roswell seemed taken aback, looking thoughtful, if confused for a moment before replying. I think it was my parents. It must have been Benson. I don't know. Hello, Maestro. Huh. Tyson got up suddenly, seemingly done with his meal, and left. All eyes were on him as he did, but he didn't seem to care. As for Sal, he moved up to the rest of the group, but remained as stoic as ever. Orlando, for the most part, seemed the most relieved with Ty's absence, but Dean was the first to speak.
Well, I don't know what you guys are planning to do today, but I want to check out the greenhouse out back. See what's growing in there. I'll go swim. Maybe. Or the gym downstairs.
How's that activity shaping up, Roswell? Any chance to talk to Benson about it yet? Not yet. I hope to have something sorted soon. If I see him before you do, I'll mention you want to see him. No, that's okay. I was just going to wait here until we came to clean up after breakfast. Who works for me? Gives me a chance to go for a walk and check out the rest of the place. That makes two of us. I'll see you guys around. So we're all splitting up? Seems like it. See everyone at mealtime. Bye.
See you.
Once everyone else had left, that just left Roswell and I. He still had his pen poised to write, but his page was still empty. Need a hand? Oh, it's all right. You just go get some coffee in you before you go feral. Hey, I'm not that bad without coffee. You're pretty bad.
That's fun.
Fine. I ate and drank in relative silence, the prospect of me getting coffee seemingly as inspiration for a novel by how much Roswell was suddenly jotting down. When I was done, I left the dining room to explore. Cool.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Ooh, lots of things.
We can go to things.
Lots of stuff.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah, top to bottom, right? It makes it easy. Okay.
Oh, we gotta... People are talking, Josh. Are you ignoring chat again?
I am. We're reading. I'm reading. Whatever.
So rude.
Why? What are people saying?
Nothing really.
Hello, Dragos.
Dragos is here. Maestro is here.
Yeah.
Cirrus is hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wandered outside in search of the pool. I didn't have to look very hard, as the smell of chlorine and the sound of splashing guided me towards a large fenced-off area at one end of the backyard. Sal was on the other side of the fence, swimming laps while I... Oh, do you see them? Do you see them? Do you see them? It's just two people.
Oh, it is just two people. Like two normal ass.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's two people. Those are two heads.
Is that like a bald man head there? Like that little bump? Like leaning against there?
I assume so.
Hold on, I'm gonna get close.
Either that or it's like someone with a swimmer's cap.
I'm trying to get off this camera.
Oh my god. Does it matter to you? You're gonna... Oh my god. Did you unplug the mic?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's two. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Isn't that fun?
I kind of love that.
Right.
Ugh.
Sal was on the other side of the fence, swimming laps. While I looked for a way in, he came over to wait by the side of the pool. I didn't know how I missed the gate twice on my search, but once I'd found it, I wandered over to Sal.
It took you long enough.
Hey, the gate was hard to find.
There's a few.
I watched as Sal then proceeded to point out each of the gates in turn. I felt stupid for not seeing them sooner, but it was easy to see them now that I knew what they would look like.
It's okay, Dave. Your brain can remain so very empty.
Well, Dave has a relatable empty brain.
It's fine. Yes, I was looking into one last night, Maestro. It looks very neat.
Oh, neat.
They're not that hard to spot, so if you know what you're looking for.
I guess. It's just one of those things that I just hadn't had much exposure to, you know, and not having a pool at home at all.
Do you not know how to swim?
Nah, I know how to swim. I've been to the beach, and parents had me take lessons when I was a kid. Well, yeah, I don't know. David seems like a father that I'd be like, oh, we gotta make sure our son can swim.
I mean, it's kind of an important skill.
And the mom would be like, we have a son?
When did that happen? Where was I? What the fuck?
That's what I like to think. The corner of Sal's mouth went up in a jeering smile.
Lessons. Cute.
Taking a breath in, he dove back into the pool and disappeared under the water. His silhouette moved as he swam from one end of the pool and back without coming back up for air once. When we came back, I could see him staring at me from under the water, expression focused if uncertain. With him swimming around so much, I wondered if I should have brought my own swimming trunks, with how tempting it was looking. Soon enough, he continued his laps, leaving me to look around.
Just get in naked, bro.
What? He doesn't want to make Sal uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, that's why you get close to him, and then you get naked.
Okay.
Close to him emotionally, not physically.
Okay.
You want to do the emotional closeness, because then you can get naked in front of him and just go swimming.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
I think Sal is the only character without a sex scene. So, you know,
he just seems like a chill guy.
He's not about that life.
And you know what? Reasonable. He likes to lift and he likes to swim.
He just likes sleeping with his watermelon. Which is the best. Xenix, hello.
Xenix.
We swimming, we always swimming.
Swimming.
There wasn't much to the pool itself, aside from it being large. There were storage lockers here, most of which were open, shy of 2 that seemed to be closed and locked. Aside from that, some spare pool gear, flippers, standard stuff, all of it was in its own locker behind a wire fence. Man, like, Benson has to maintain this large-ass fucking pool, the hedge maze, the bill. This man better get paid good.
I mean, he's been doing it for a while, it seems. There's no one that lives here.
Right.
He's probably just, I mean, the bills are being taken care of somehow.
I guess they are. It was back in front of the lockers. I was back checking the lockers. Checking things out before I realized Sal was standing behind me. Almost effortlessly, he picks me up by the waist and shifts me aside to get to the locker I had been standing in front of. Pulling a key out from his Speedo, he opened one of the lockers. Do you have your own locker?
I needed a place to store my towel.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
You can take a different one. The keys are just sticking out, if you ever decide to join me.
Despite retrieving a towel, he didn't retrieve his clothes, instead looking off somewhere and leaving his locker open. I looked inside, back to Sal, then to the locker again.
Showers are this way.
Okay, neat. Did you see they have flippers? Flippers, Sal!
You don't need flippers if you can swim.
But they're fun. They make you go fast. Sal shook his head, sighing. He closed the door to his locker and led the way over to what appeared to be a stall, using a wooden privacy screen, similar to what you'd see at a beach.
Can you hold my towel?
Okay, sure, easy. Sal disappeared behind the screen and threw his towel over the top of the booth. I caught it, admitting how unplush it was to the touch, wondering if this was the same towel from one of the bathrooms inside. I heard the water start to run, and I called over to Sal. How was the water today? Good?
Yes.
His voice came out clear enough, so I guess he heard me. Yeah, could hear me fine enough. And you were just doing laps? There was a grunt of affirmation before I heard the water turn off. I grimaced, wondering if I was just a poor conversationalist. That said, Sal had always sort of been this way as far as interactions.
Yeah, he doesn't quite seem like the best conversationalist himself, Dave. You're probably fine.
Maybe it's Dave's fault. Isn't it funnier to just think that?
No.
Is it, oh, Gato. Ah!
I'm kind of glad he moved. His claws were digging into my fucking leg.
Gato. Hello, Biohazard.
Biohazard, hello.
Okay. There was a... yeah, okay. Yes. I realized that despite hearing the water turn off, Sal hadn't said anything. Wah.
Oh.
In the same way that it had been thrown over the first time, I returned it the same way. The sound of it being snatched out of the air preceded the sound of a hurried drying.
Thank you.
Sal stepped out. He didn't usually smile, but he stepped past, patting me on the shoulder as we headed out to the deck chairs.
Good weather for relaxing.
Oh yeah? I didn't think they were forecasting any rain today, at least.
Even if it rained, it'd be fine. I like the rain.
I remember the day we met well. It'd been raining, and I noticed that Sal had been standing outside in it for a solid hour. At first, I thought he had just forgotten his umbrella while he was waiting for the bus home. Nope, just really enjoyed the rain. So I think I'm going to go check out other parts of the house.
Okay.
And I could have sworn that there was a twinge of sadness in his voice, but he made no effort to stop me going. Maybe he was lonely, but Sal hadn't struck me as someone wanting company all that often, if at all.
You could just ask him.
It's funnier this way.
Remember, the gate is over there.
See, he's basically incentivizing us to leave. There's the gate, there's the door.
Or it's where it is so that you can come back. I don't know.
I think Dave would get lost leaving.
Sal seems like someone who wants some company. I'll come hang out with you, Sal. Come hang out by the pool.
Oh, okay.
I would love to do that.
It was hard enough to get a read on him, even on a good day, but that's just the kind of person he was.
Or maybe you're just bad at reading people, Dave.
He's not as bad as Marco.
That's true. Marco is completely inept.
Just like, he's a good boy. He's trying his best.
See, like that's the pass Dave gets, is that he's a good boy.
Yeah.
Marco, straight into the garbage can.
Suplex this man. Kato was right.
Yeah, actually. Kato had the right idea. Cut in the throat.
Okay. Oh,
moving right along.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Rec room.
Yeah, the rec room. Look at this fancy ass rec room.
Why is there so much seating? How many people are you gonna have in here?
Hopefully a lot.
Well, I guess if it's the rec room, it's where you're gonna be entertaining people.
I guess. Yeah, we'll play pool.
I love playing pool.
Of course you would. It didn't take long wandering around the first floor to find the games room. It was one of the bigger rooms on the floor by far.
Asshole. Jesus.
What do you think, guys? Does Darian seem like a pool kind of guy? Do you think he's a billiard champ? Like,
I'm good. Well, no. I'm all right. I have some terrible games, but sometimes it just clicks and I'm smoking fools. I almost like hustled it. I got accused of hustling this one lady one time that I think I'm related to. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yes, Maestro, my name is Darian, not Damien, but it's fine. You can call me whatever you like. Whatever is easiest to remember, I don't care.
Right.
Oh. Oh, wait. Did I post this in... I don't know if I posted this in the Discord. Let me... It happened again when I went to Starbucks last time.
What is... What? What? Did you say your name?
My last name. And that's what they heard. And this has happened before. Like, I don't know if I don't enunciate well enough. So, for those of you...
Yeah, it's because you can't talk.
Yeah, because none of you can see what I'm showing Josh, who's sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
On my Starbucks cup, with the little ticket where it prints out where they put your name. Typically, I give my last name because my first name's too annoying, and they would probably just put Gary anyway. But right now, it says Christ, like Christ. I'm gonna post it in the Discord.
It's amazing.
It's really good, but I just wanted to share that happened because it's really funny.
Alright. The moment I step in, I almost jump from the sudden cheering coming from Orlando standing by a machine against the wall. A high score! Woo!
Oh, he's doing it.
As I wandered closer, I saw that he was hunched over a pinball machine. A look of focus and joy spread across his face as he watched the ball move about the inside of the machine. I hate pinball. While he finished his game, I had a look around the room. There was a bar in the corner, a few tables set up, and shy of the mass of beanbags stacked neatly on the far wall. I would have assumed it was a casino. Pretty cool, huh? I looked across to Orlando, who spoke while he played with his eyes, still tracking the ball. It's very, the Haas said ritzy, but he's been saying that about the place in general, really.
He's a pinball wizard.
Yep. Orlando stepped back from the machine, having finished the game for the time being. He's not wrong, though. When I walked in, I thought I was about to get carded for walking into a private casino. And then, he then pointed out some more machines nearby against the wall that seemed to just, be slot machines. Just as well. I don't have my ID on me. But you're not underage. Neither of us are anymore. It's important. There we go.
I mean, hey.
No one's underage.
People still get carded. You still get carded.
I still get carded.
I get carded maybe a quarter of the time when I let my beard grow out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like if they have to, like if it's their rule to card, they usually card me. But if some places don't care, they don't bother.
I get that. Don't they need to do that anyway, just to be sure? Roswell's like 17. That's Roswell. Like that's fine. That's that was never on like the consideration anyway. Maybe, but even then, you've got your wallet on you, right? The next thing I saw was Orlando patting down his pockets frantically. Does Babby Josh get carded every time? Yeah, anytime I buy one of the big titty anime games,
yeah,
I slap the limited edition on the table, and they're just like, can I see an ID?
Yeah, Josh doesn't buy alcohol or go to clubs, so he doesn't really have any other reason to get carded.
Yeah.
Other than buying big titty things.
Yeah. Look, Criminal Girl's still good.
I believe you. Still great.
Get out the cattle prod. Level up your girls.
Spank them.
I must have left it in my room. Then you could have just gone to your room to get it, right? I suppose that's true. I better tell Roswell, because he's gonna get carded for sure. Assuming they let him in at all. I somehow think a casino wouldn't want Roswell anywhere near the card tables.
And Ian, yes, they did say Christ out loud when they called out my drink. He started, the barista started to say it and then got really quiet toward the end and was like confused, and I walked up and
Christ.
Like, thanks. Yeah, like he was like, Christ? And like said it real quietly. I'm like, yeah, I got
Christ.
it. Thanks, man. It's like I would walk up like, man, are you alright? You seem so upset.
Bro, calm down. It's just the coffee.
Oh, that shit's so funny.
And then you take the coffee.
Yep. Oh, it's so funny.
Between you forgetting your ID and Roswell not being allowed in, I'm sure that you two would much rather go do something elsewhere anyway. Probably. The pair of them made quite the duo, which was probably, they make quite the duo at the bottom of the tier list, which is probably why they ended up having a lot of fun running the school's anime club, as unpopular as it was at the start of this year. So, have you just been playing pinball, or have you tried anything else in here?
Mostly pinball. I didn't want to try setting the other things up just yet.
What are the things?
There's a whole bunch of gaming systems hooked up to the TV or projector, sort of thing over there.
Oh shit, they have PS5.
Oh yeah, they must.
God.
Chasey, what's wrong? Chase.
He seems upsetty.
It's all good, Chase. It's all good.
I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. And when there's something I can pick up and play with, why bother?
That, I guess.
How else are you gonna play God of War Ragnarok, Orlando?
No.
There are card tables too, so I'm sure you've seen. More for poker, I think, but that's more Roswell's thing. My sort of cards have hollow foil and set numbers.
Oh, what does Orlando play? What is his card game of choice?
He plays anything the locals will play, right? But here's the thing. I look at Orlando, right? Know what I see?
Player?
A free round 1 win.
At any game. Take your pick, Orlando. I will smoke you. GG easy. Just concede to me. Is he a no? Or I don't know.
Oh, he owns a Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
He owns a Yu-Gi-Oh
He owns
deck,
a Yu-Gi-Oh
but
deck.
he looks like a Magic player to me.
But you know he owns Dark Magician.
Yeah,
Just because it's the main character's deck from the
probably.
anime.
Probably.
Like, this is a man who plays blasters in Vanguard. Like,
Hey, don't mess with the classic, right? I don't have an OC Maestro. It's not important.
he's a raccoon.
Shut up. No, it's fine. Dark Magician. He probably plays a green deck in Magic.
Oh,
He looks like a green deck player.
does he?
I
Does he?
think
You
so.
don't think he's a blue playing asshole?
Is he smart enough to be a blue playing
No.
asshole?
No.
Oof.
Haas would be the blaster player. Okay.
The popular choice.
Right? I don't know. I see Haas as the kind of guy that's like, I like winning and plays Shadow Paladins.
I was about to
He's
say
a Luard player.
I was gonna say Azel, but that's
Ooh.
he looks like a blonde Azel player.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I don't know. He might he would play golds. He
Yeah,
would play golds.
I think that's solidly it because you
Superior
said,
ride. Like,
yeah, 'cause you said that, and my first thought was Azel, but we were both on the same.
it
the
is
same
it is
place.
Blonde Lion.
Blonde
Azel,
Lion Azel,
so
yeah.
you know.
See, perfect.
We got there.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, from the booster packs. Then you make the decks and win,
Well, he doesn't win, but
right?
Well, I prefer more to collect.
Free round 1 win, baby. Free round 1 win.
he only showed up with a friend, but didn't want to sit around and wait, so he decided, I'll join.
Tried the competitive thing once, but well, you were there for that.
Scrubbed out. Let's go. At the convention, right? I didn't think that many played card games.
You were there to look at the other things anyway. Still, it was a nice adventure we took, huh?
You just liked going in costume as that one game that was really hard.
Hey, it was a bit of fun, but I don't think many people really recognize the character. It was still fun, though. Maybe next time Roswell will come. At the very least, it's good to know there's something else here I can do instead of hanging around in the kitchen all every day.
Did he cosplay as the Crestfallen?
What? You don't think he's a Havel cosplayer?
Oh shit, yeah, he would cosplay.
Look at him.
That's right. This is a Havel man.
Look at how much poise he has.
The boy. That wolf ring really doing him good. The boy.
Man, you ever just like dual wield a shield, full Havel armor, put on the wolf ring, and walk into the Bed of Chaos boss fight?
What you got for me?
I will walk to these like pillars. You can't stop me, Witch of Izalith.
Oh.
Given how you made everyone's desserts last night, it's no surprise you spent a lot of time in the kitchen.
Oh, he'd be Sigmire, yeah.
See,
He'd be Sigmire. He doesn't get to be Havel.
right?
Havel's too cool. Havel's cool.
Is Sigmire not cool?
He's cool enough.
I mean, like, Sigmire is a loser, but he's a canon loser. Like,
Yeah, his story. It's his storyline that ends with him dead at Ash Lake, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's just how it ends. Like, there's
Yeah.
no other ending for him.
Yeah, if you do his quest, that's the only like ending you get. You can choose not to do his quest line.
Right. In which case, he ostensibly lives, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, because like he doesn't really see fulfillment,
No.
like in that sense.
No, not at all.
Because I mean, so is it more Sigmire's quest, or does it become more about Sieglin? Is that her name? His daughter.
She just shows up in 2 steps of the quest line.
Hmm.
You rescue her from the golem thing,
Right.
and
the
then
crystal.
you see them at Ash Lake, and she's like, "I've killed him." Despite the fact he will now respawn at the bonfire,
Yeah.
and nothing has changed. But
Like, death is sad, but also not really if you're hollow.
I'm like, it's
who the
not.
fuck
Is
cares?
death even real in this world? Like, that felt like such a weird way to end that story. Because it's like, wouldn't he just respawn?
Yeah.
That's a canon thing in this world. You just respawn.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Eh.
Well, I tried with what I had to work with. Tyson and Haas were the hard ones.
Chocolate cake seems a safe bet.
For Tyson. Well, I don't really
You don't really what?
like him.
How rude.
But can't have him not get a dessert. Imagine the fuss he'd make. Imagine what he might do to me.
Jeez.
Well, I would have shared with him if that happened.
You did like yours though, right?
Yeah, it had coffee, so I was happy. But now that I think about it,
What?
are you open to requests?
Depends.
On what?
The freezer is completely stockpiled with stuff, so we're fine for food for a long while, it seems. Save for the pantry. At least for basic sun-dries. So as long as it's within the house and not overly complex, there shouldn't be any problems.
That word is pronounced sundries. It says sundries.
This is just
I
the word
know what
sun
it's-
dries.
No.
It sun
Yeah.
dries.
But that's if it was 2 separate words. When you put together, you pronounce it differently. It says sundries.
That says sun dries. So, what about if I wanted pie?
Pie?
Mm.
Sure, pie is great.
I could fuck up some pie.
Pie should be easy enough. What flavor, though?
I scratched my chin thinking about it.
Oh. Apple.
Apple?
Apple's easy. Amongst these choices, absolutely.
What's wrong with cherry?
I don't like cherry
You don't
pie.
like cherry? What about
No.
pumpkin pie?
I like pumpkin pie, but not as much as I like apple pie.
So you like apple? Okay.
Mhm.
What about carrot pie?
I don't know if I've had carrot pie. Carrot pie? Like with carrots?
Yeah,
Like, is it a savory pie?
I don't know. I don't eat pies. But if pumpkin pie's a thing, you can make a carrot pie. It would ostensibly be the same thing.
With the same kind of texture, yeah.
And you can make it sweet. You just like butter. You saute the carrots with butter before mashing it, and it would be sweet, right?
I suppose.
Would you eat a carrot pie?
I'd try it for sure.
Okay.
If it was cause I mean, if it had like a taste like carrot cake,
Yeah.
like a sweet kind of carrot cake taste.
Well, no, it
Instead
would
of
just be
just, like-
mashed carrots, like just plopped in.
Would it be
there.
seasoned?
Well, yeah, you would like
Well,
You'd cook the carrots and then mash them.
right, but would you season it, or would you just bare ass, normal ass carrots?
I would probably put like. So I don't know if carrot pie is a thing. I just took that right out of my ass.
it is.
But I'd probably like saute it with butter, like
Okay.
actually like I don't know, candy it almost, kind of like
Okay.
how you would with like strawberries and stuff. I feel like
Mhm.
I would do something like that. And then,
Okay.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
Would you eat it?
Because when I think about it, I would think it would have a texture. I mean, like pumpkin pie, but maybe even more like sweet potato pie. Like sweet
There we go. It would
potatoes.
be probably similar to that
And,
if
you
you
know,
mashed it.
Yeah, and if you season it kind of similarly, like with brown sugar and,
Mhm.
and stuff, I'd fuck that up. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, but we'll choose apple.
Yes.
Apple pie? That should work. I mean, I've got a recipe that memorized. Wait, for that memorized. So that shouldn't be a problem.
I've had apple pie a few times, but really only at fast food places.
What the fuck, Dave?
No, that's me.
You've only had McDonald's apple pie?
Yeah.
Shame.
I've never really eaten like a pie before.
We'll have to fix that. We'll have to
No.
make pie. Let's make pie.
No.
We'll do a cooking stream and make pie.
No, but we'll have to make better churros.
We have to do churros again.
Better churros.
I was very discouraged after that.
We have to like actually get there.
Yeah.
We have to learn the art of making.
I
a
need to like
churro.
actually get like piping bags and a better
No,
tip.
you don't.
I'd like to.
That doesn't matter. You can just make them cylinders.
But they have to have the texture.
Why?
Because that's what makes a churro.
That is not what makes a churro.
Is it just? Well, I guess the churro is
Is the dish itself.
is the
my
composition of the
God.
dough and the seasoning and the sugar.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's fine.
That's not proper apple pie. No, I mean, sure, I guess it counts as pie, but I wouldn't call it good apple pie.
No.
Don't you owe me? Traditional is better.
Oh, well, Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I'm like, oh, what is that noise? Oh,
It's okay. Just a notif.
I haven't turned off the Windows notifications with the current update.
That's okay.
Whoopsies, that's my bad. I scratched the back of my head. Did you need help making it, or?
No, I got it covered. The kitchen has a great oven, and no need to breathe on anything this time.
I don't think you needed to breathe on anything last time, though.
If you have fire breath, why not try it? Imagine how handy it'd be to know what you can and can't use it for.
For cooking?
Grandpa seemed to think it was a neat idea to try. You know, make the most of what skills you have.
I mean, it was still a little burned in places.
And undercooked in others. And not my proudest moment.
Okay.
Right. As much as a failing that experiment was, Orlando was typically on the market for his more experimental pieces. He'd made the call to use his fire breath when the oven was playing up, and, well...
Still, I gotta keep at it, right? I'm in it just to make the things, and pie is just pie.
It is, and a wonderful thing it is.
Pie is pie.
Yep. And something I'll also need to get, to get started on later. So I'm going to get some more exploring done before I get stuck in the kitchen.
Oh, you don't need to do it right away. Honest.
Don't worry, I want to make you pie, I really do.
Oh, well,
So I'll see you at dinner, I think. Just don't go sleeping through it if you go for a nap.
I won't. Orlando, bounded past me and out of the door, leaving me alone in the room. It seems like a fun place, but without anyone to share it with, there was little reason to stay. There was every chance I'd find myself back in here later, so for now, I left. Jim.
Okay.
Jim.
So we're gonna probably see
We're gonna see everyone.
We're gonna see a little friend here.
Yeah, Roswell will be here lifting weights.
Yeah, obviously.
Right?
His favorite thing to do that he does all the time, every day.
Yeah. He's all about those gains. He's all about those squats and oats. You know?
Squats and oats. Okay. Okay, Joshua.
Yeah. I found myself heading down to the basement. Even as I walked down, I could hear and smell someone down here. I can smell you. Groans and grunts, that clanging of metal. It was only a matter of following the sounds until I came across another room down here, well lit in line with training equipment.
56, 57.
For the looks of things, Tyson was doing weights, laying on his back and pushing himself without assistance. I could have sworn it was dangerous to do stuff like this solo, but he seemed to be managing, and not that I really knew despite having a part-time job in a gym for a while.
58.
He was struggling now, arms shaking as he was doing the reps. I'd stay near the entrance. I'd hate to see him accidentally drop it over his chest. I don't think I'd be much help getting it off him.
59.
And then, with a growl, he put the weights back on the stand, flopping over the bench, panting hard, a tongue lolling out of the side of his mouth.
Huh.
Working hard?
What? Dave! How long have you been standing there anyway?
Not long.
What do you want?
I was just checking in. I saw you were doing weights and,
Well, was. Probably not going to anymore.
He rubbed his arms, looking gingerly over at the machine.
Might have pushed it a little hard this time. Added on too much weight or something. Arms are killing me already. Still, I love that feeling you get after you work out. The way my muscles feel. Don't do it as often as I want, but it makes me feel strong, yeah? Man, same though. I'm really sore. I did a fuck ton of push-ups yesterday.
Yeah.
And this is all so difficult. It's been difficult pushing myself up and out of this couch.
Oh my god, that's why you just roll.
I can't, the microphone and stand is in my way.
No, you roll off the side.
No. Because if I can get my legs under me, then I'll be fine.
Pathetic. I mean, we could probably find a way to get you a gym membership if you want it, at least.
Pass. I can do that. I can make do at home. You, on the other hand, could do with some exercise, pup.
Hey, I'm not that, I poke my belly, grimacing. I'm just fluffy, yeah? Besides, last time I worked out, I don't think I was doing something right. Ended up hurting all over for a couple days after.
I don't remember you asking me for advice.
Oh, no, I just went down to the park and kind of just wanted and tried to copy what they were doing. I knew as soon as I'd said it that Ty was getting the wrong idea.
Watching other guys, huh?
Not like that, just a copy.
Yeah, sure you were.
I grumbled despite Ty thoroughly enjoying the implications of what I'd said.
So, checked in enough yet?
If all you're doing is lifting weights, I guess so. With the amount of noise you were making, it could have been anything.
Didn't realize I was so loud. Guess I should be more careful in the future.
Or, you know, close the door of the gym.
Maybe I like to make a little noise. Besides, you could only hear me once you were down here, right?
Well, yeah, I guess. That and smell you. Tyson's gaze narrowed. My nose twitched as I tilted my head slowly with a frown, uncertain of what he was looking at me like that for.
You can smell me, huh?
Yeah.
And?
My nose twitched again, and I thought over my reply.
I see. I mean, we know what your answer's gonna be. What?
I tilted my head again, confused. What do you mean?
Boy, cut that out. You like how I smell?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Just don't go telling people that. They might get the wrong idea. You know, think you're all kinds of fucked up for being into that shit.
Slowly the realization dawned on me. My eyes widened in a panic as I tried to explain myself. Wait, no! That's not what I meant!
Oh, so you're not into that sort of stuff, huh?
I grumble as Ty messed with my fur atop my head aggressively enough to shake me around slightly. Jerk!
Brat. Your nose might be good, but it's going to get you into trouble one day. Still.
Huh?
You like how I smell? Am I getting a real answer this time?
Oh, well, I guess it's just that it's familiar. If I can smell you, I know you're nearby, and that's, I don't know, something I'm used to.
Huh.
For whatever the reason, it seems to make Tyson think. His eyes drawn away from me with his brows furrowed. After a few moments of silence, I figured I should change topics. So
what?
Are you just going to keep exercising, or are you done for the day?
Haven't decided yet. Probably best that I stay out of the way of everyone else. We just don't get on. Don't think we ever will, right?
I can't blame Ty for feeling this way. After all, for the lot of us, he'd been a common link given the schools he'd been in the past. It didn't help that in nearly all of them, he was kicked out for bad behavior. His reputation as a bully preceded him. Not to mention how he behaved last night. But somehow we ended up the unlikely friends, given happenstance, really. Well,
what?
I guess I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna keep exploring.
Alright. See ya, pup.
I wandered out of the gym and headed back upstairs, leaving Tyson to figure out what he wanted to do on his own. Well, okay. Conservatory.
Conservatory.
It's kind of conservatory.
Conservatory.
Conservatory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wandered all the way upstairs to where I'd run into Roswell and Haas the day before. As I entered the room, I saw Haas looking around, seemingly minding his own business.
Seemingly.
Well, hey. Hey! Visit the gym again and again.
And again and again and again.
Oh my god. So what brings you up here? Just looking around. What? Not looking to spend some quality time with me instead? Oh,
Fuck no.
You know, if you just wanted some quality time with Senpai, you just had to ask.
Gag. Bar.
No, it's funny. No, it's funny.
Cringe.
That's not, Come on, Dave, relax a little. It's what I'm doing, after all. In here? Why not? Conservatories are great, like greenhouses for people. So you can be outside without being outside? Hey, there's more to it than that. How often do you get to be in a conservatory anyway? Outside that board game? Never. Even in a board game, I don't think it counts. You're talking about the one where you solve the murder of the butler, right? Was it even the butler that was killed? You know, it's been so long since I've played it, I don't even remember. Thinking back, ever since I played it, I wondered what a conservatory actually was. I guess now I know. Genuinely, it's just a posh sitting room. I mean, it seemed kind of redundant when you've got a place this big, not to mention the backyard being as big as it is. Right. You'd use this room for what exactly? Reading?
Mm-hmm.
Could read, yeah. But wouldn't that be impossible when night fell? With all the windows, I mean. Good thing they have lights then, I guess. But wouldn't people be able to see in? Normally, yeah. But who's going to be looking in? The forest around the mansion means the closest neighbors would need a telescope at best. I guess you're right. I kind of like that, though. I'll probably do my morning stretches in here as opposed to my bedroom. Stretches, you mean?
That's right.
Were you gonna say that word? Do you know what it is?
Pilates.
No. It's not how you pronounce it.
It's Pilates.
Yes, it is Pilates. Very good.
But isn't it funny to say Pilates?
Pirates.
Pilates.
Pirates.
Pilates.
It's like pirates, but for
No, you see, this is how it has to be a lowercase I sound, right? It has to be the I.
pirates.
Pilates. Because the
Pilates.
E is already granting the A to be capital. So the capital A can't give its power to the I.
So is your rule for granting power if a vowel comes later in the word, not when it's next to it?
Well, yeah, that's how it works, right? Because the E there grants the A sound.
But why?
Like 8.
But why? Why does it?
Because that's how it works with the placement. It works in like most
Where are
words
you
in the...
pulling this out from?
It's like the word cake,
Okay.
right?
C
The
A
E, yeah,
K
A.
E S. Okay.
So it's capital.
Right, but that obviously doesn't hold true for every word.
Yeah, but it happens a lot.
It doesn't happen a lot to the point that it skews it to being the rule.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Joshua, no.
It makes sense.
It really doesn't make sense.
No, it totally makes sense. I'm not... You'll all see.
I just think you're fucking crazy. So let's move forward.
That's it. Whoa, do I win a prize? Not this time. Not unless getting an invitation to join me counts. There are times when I believe Josh needs... I will die on the hill of this one. The idea just makes sense.
So you want me to just beat the shit out of him?
You can try.
I'll do it.
See, even with Dave. A.
Oh my god.
The E is giving its power. Why have the E at the end then?
I don't know.
Couldn't you just have it be DAV? No, because then it would be Dav instead of Dave. The E has to be there to give it power.
I'm gonna have to ask you to shut that bullshit down, Chief.
Oh, well, I do stretches every morning, just to keep my body healthy. It's not about flexibility or building mass, just making sure I can do whatever needs on set.
He puffs out his chest proudly, hands on his hips.
Besides, there's always the backup plan.
What's that?
Could always pole dance with the amount of core strength I've built up.
Maybe you should, Toss.
What, really? Hey, gotta start somewhere. You'd be surprised what people are willing to do to get a shot at the big screen.
So he's willing to be a whore.
Yes.
Giving power? Stop! Oh, blessed.
That's interesting. Okay. It's like Goku's Genki Dama, right?
Mhm.
Like you put your hands.
The E puts its hands up to give power to the previous vowel.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
You can't be serious, are you? Not this. How is this the line?
Yeah. Of all the various lines that have been laid before
out of
Josh.
all of my insane ramblings, that one?
Ugh.
It's fair, though.
Absolutely golden.
What? That people do stuff like that to get famous?
That, and if you'd seriously consider pole dancing.
I didn't think it'd ever come to that. I'm confident I can land a role without resorting to that anyway.
Haas stretched, looking me over and shooting a happy smile.
You know, you should join me sometimes, honestly.
What, really?
Sure, it couldn't hurt. Why? Worried that I'd be getting you up at dawn?
A little.
Alright, then I'll hold off getting up at dawn if I'm dragging you along. Normally I'm up really early, but I'm willing to make an exception.
Maybe Sal would be a better choice. He's up early too.
He is, huh? Might join him if he's doing something like a morning jog. Might want to reconsider if he's going to the pool.
Why's that?
That chlorine in this fur? You know the damage that could do.
Yeah, but wouldn't the shower help with that?
Obviously, but drying off first only to take a shower later seems a bit double-handling? Double handling, don't you think?
Oh no, that's a shower at the pool itself. So you could just shower there.
Oh, well, that's alright then. I might go see what morning routine he's got planned later then.
Haas looked off to the side, stretching again.
Still, despite being on holiday, gotta keep that practice up, just in case. So, if you're ever interested in helping me with lines, just let me know.
So is he like just aspiring to be an actor? Does he like have?
He's had a gig before.
Okay.
But it just got canceled.
Gotcha. He got canceled or the gig did?
The gig got canceled.
Okay.
Like they started filming for like a thing and then like partway through the production.
Okay.
It folded.
I thought you meant Haas got canceled.
Oh, Haas. Well, he's getting canceled, right?
What did he say?
Well, he's getting canceled by a knife to his chest. So,
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Facts.
By me.
We're gonna have to cancel the rest of your life.
Right?
Sorry.
So, yeah, okay. Yeah, whoops. Sure, but what happens now?
We kiss, of course. I'll probably stick around here and lounge about, checking the acoustics of the room. Maybe get a cat nap in. Yourself?
I don't know yet. Probably keep wandering for a bit longer.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll see you later.
Okay. I nodded to Haas before heading back down, figuring I'll continue looking around elsewhere. Okay. Wah! Museum. Right, he's at the museum. I found myself on the top floor, looking around, following the sound of someone humming. I wasn't about to say Noddled. You can't prove anything, Ian.
Noddled is a good word.
No.
It's very good.
Oh, the room was large, reminiscent of a study on steroids, or perhaps a trophy room, or even a library that had more than just books.
Oh my god.
Roswell was already wandering around, running his hand over some of the books, looking them over before he noticed me. Oh, Dave! I didn't see you there. Roswell wandered over, happy as can be. This place is great, and they have books on nearly anything you can ask about. Really? Really? Even a few on ghosts and summoning demons.
Ooh.
I haven't had a proper look, but it's an interesting collection, that's for sure. You're telling me. What sort of place has books like that? Most bookstores? Libraries? Teenagers' bedrooms? Goth girls? Roswell snickered to himself, shaking his head. No ordinary mansion, that's for sure. Oh, he says that, but... You didn't really sell our souls for this, right? Like, that was only to mess with Orlando. I promise, and nothing like that. Roswell unwrapped a piece of candy and threw it into his mouth, smiling to himself. Just having candy on you at all times.
That doesn't sound like someone we know at all.
No. These gummy worms are pretty good, though.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
No. I had a lot of those books. I had a look, and those books look sketchy at best. almost like maybe as a joke. Oh, hello, Michael. Goodbye, Michael.
Hello, goodbye. You say goodbye, and I say hello.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's by the Beatles.
Oh, the Beatles?
Mm-hmm.
I love that band.
Yeah.
They're a cool gang.
See, because it's part of the when Princess is like, you say stop, but I say go, go, go.
Oh yeah, she did say it like that. Yeah, yeah.
No.
Mojo Jojo is definitely my favorite member of the Beatles.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You say goodbye and I say hello.
Terrible.
It's great.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if some of these were here just to mess with people. Still, what? If it's just to mess with people, they can't be that dangerous, could they? I can guarantee that there's a very low chance of anyone just picking up one of these books and doing any real harm. Unless they decide to bludgeon you with it from behind. Roswell, not funny! No, and no one's barbaric enough to commit murder with one of these books. They aren't nearly heavy enough. I followed as Roswell pointed out some books on the top shelf of one of the bookcases. The only really heavy ones are the encyclopedias up there. It'd be a lot of work to get them down, just to hit someone over the head with them. You could do better with, like, a knife or something. Once again, I felt uneasy about how casually Roswell was talking about how one could off someone else with what was in this room. Roswell must have noticed as he hurriedly dug around in his pocket for another piece of saltwater taffy and handed it out for me.
I hate saltwater taffy.
Why?
It's not good.
Saltwater taffy's fine!
It does not taste good. Tastes bad.
I like some flavors of saltwater taffy.
When we had saltwater taffy at the old apartment.
The old apartment.
Yeah, the old apartment. Just 2 olds. Double
What?
old.
No, that was 3 apartments ago.
Was it 3? I
Yeah.
thought, didn't we have one at...
No, that was 3.
Didn't we have it at both?
Yeah, but the one where I sat there and ate all of, like, the 3-year-old taffy, that was 3 apartments ago.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. You took care of it, which means I didn't have to.
I like saltwater
And
taffy.
Johnny wasn't going to.
Why did he buy it?
I don't know if he bought it or if it was given to him by his parents who bought it, because he got it on vacation at the beach.
Yeah. Saltwater taffy.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Uh-huh.
Is what it is. Sorry, too much detail? Just maybe a little. Hey, don't worry, these sorts of things are all so low in probability of happening. You have a better chance of winning the lottery. My attention went to a suit of armor in the corner, a large sword resting underneath its hands on the
Pommel. Well, if you were to take off...
Wait.
If you were to take off
This is proving my point.
No, if you were to take off...
No. See, look. The E is too far away from the O, so it can't make the O sound. It can only make the ah, because it's the lowercase o. The E can't reach. There's too many vowels.
Since when is there a reaching issue?
Well, there's too many consonants. The vowel can't reach.
I didn't know that was part of the rules.
Why else would you have 2 M's? To separate the E, so the E can't give its power.
If you take away the MEL and have POM, it's still just pronounced palm.
Reaching with this rule.
Like, really reaching. Judge, I'm calling a judge. Fucking... ridiculous.
It all makes sense.
POM is still pronounced palm. If it was a POMEL, it would not be pomel. But hey,
do you know that for certain?
It could be. If I don't think that's a word. I don't think POMEL is a word.
I don't know. Oh, see, it's a semi-confirmation on the rule.
No. Bullshit.
He's a semi.
Aaron, you're not supposed to contribute. You're not supposed to egg him on. This is the worst time, Aaron.
You get triggered every time.
Gives the power. Blessed. Absolutely blessed. You're insane. You are absolutely fucking bonkers, man.
Look.
Yeah.
That's legitimately how I was taught.
By who?
I don't know. I think I was in Asia. I think those memories are from Asia.
Oh my god. Well, you need to forget them.
No! That's how I learned out English. For better or worse.
For worse. Clearly.
What about something like that? As I pointed it out, Roswell followed my gaze and nodded slowly. It's, possible. I mean, borrowing the sword seems easier than climbing a ladder. Not aider. Double consonant. To get a heavy book, right?
Eat my whole ass.
The way Roswell seemed to thoroughly consider the option was almost worrying. His brow was furrowed, and he scratched his chin before flashing me a polite smile. Well, maybe. Have you ever used a sword before? Ones like those can be kinda weighty, and not to mention, you'd have a hard time prying it away from the armor. What makes you say that? Well, because it's just a display. Chances are the sword is tied down to something or in some way attached to stop it from falling over.
Josh, I hate you. I'm like paying extra special attention to every fucking word now. And I hate this.
It works.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't think we're gonna get through 2 days.
I don't think so. But you know, we can we can rest assured that I am poisoning the minds of everyone.
You really are. You're either changing them or killing them.
Every other word wrong. Oh, I'm gonna become a linguistics master just to implement my rule set.
I want this,
and
actually.
put it into textbooks.
You're gonna go back into school. You're gonna get your PhD in just English generally.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be.
I'm gonna publish a book.
Yeah, you're gonna publish a
called
paper.
Giving Power.
The title gives it the power.
Gives it the power.
The construction of words and how they sound based on the placement of their letters by Mr. Josh.
Normally someone wearing the armor would be pushing down, you know, to keep it standing upright like that. Like in the hit movie Descendants. I guess that makes sense. So, Roswell, anything else deadly in the room I should know about? Roswell laughed at my attempt to lighten the mood.
Mm-hmm.
I got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mood, and I found myself smiling too. See, it works with smiling as well. The word smile,
Shut.
yeah.
Shut your mouth. Shut your stupid fucking hole.
Deadly, no. Although if you're ever looking for information, or ever just neat things to look at, this is the room. I want to keep exploring this room. There's still plenty of things to check out. What about you? I guess I can keep looking around the mansion. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Well, if you get bored, you'll know where to find me. Not even? You're right, that one's an odd one. I think that one's an exception. right? Giving me a quick salute, Roswell wandered away, disappearing behind a bookcase, while I turned around and left the room.
We're back here.
Right,
Two more to go.
Okay, we got one boy left to go meet.
One. Well, we're probably gonna meet a second boy too, right? We still have Mr. Butler, man.
Yeah, but he's not a route.
I know, but he's probably
These options are like all the routes.
for our routes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Dean mentioned this morning that he was going to check out the greenhouse. I hadn't been to a proper greenhouse before, so this was the perfect time to check it out.
Oh shit, Aaron's got us some spicy takes.
It's apparently not spicy. That's apparently the normal
The
opinion.
normal opinion.
People
That's
don't
shame.
like Dean. They don't like him. Dean, you in here?
Yeah, just a sec.
Like, he's so cute.
Well, hey, good looking. Come to see me especially? Must be my lucky day.
Sorta. You said you were checking the greenhouse out. I figured I'd come check it out too. Dean gestured to the pots and plants around him, wearing his trademark friendly smile.
What do you think?
It seems neat, I guess. I inhaled deep through my nose, enjoying how fresh and earthy everything smelled.
Only neat?
Okay, so it's pretty cool. I think I like how it smells in here.
You and your nose. But yeah, I suppose you're right about that. It's very fresh in here, although maybe don't go poking holes in the bags of fertilizer unless you want a different sort of smell assaulting you.
I chuckle, shooting him a toothy grin. And so, you've been checking things out here since breakfast?
Pretty much. There's a lot more out here than I assumed there would be, but I guess if someone's living here, it makes sense there'd be something. Pity we're only here for a month. Otherwise I'd pitch in and grow something too. There's potting soil, trowels, a cabinet with various seeds, everything you could need to get to work. If we were staying for a longer, I'd probably try growing something. Shame we're only here for a month.
Oh yeah? What'd you grow? Vegetables?
Well...
Dean shuffled uncomfortably, avoiding my gaze. He snuck a look at me, flashing a warm if fleeting smile before replying.
I mean, I do like fresh vegetables, but flowers, probably.
Flowers? When I questioned him, Dean shuffled on the spot. He looked uncomfortable and muttered something under his breath, something I couldn't quite catch. The next thing I knew, he looked me in the eye, his serious tone. His tone serious.
Can I be honest?
Sure. He sighed out, looking away again.
There's a great deal of things I'd like to grow. Trees, flowers, vegetables. Hell, growing a tree to cut down for lumber to make something for the house. Or flowers to bring home to my beloved.
The moment he said it, I felt uncomfortable. Knowing where his intentions were, I knew what he wanted. And I wanted to reciprocate, I genuinely did. But there were things that made that complicated. If things had gone a little differently, I probably would have been jumping up and down at the prospect of getting flowers. Dean.
Well, that'd be a best case scenario, of course. You never know. We might end up getting to have a proper date one of these days and you'd be set. Make a clean getaway with all these fresh grown goods from your own personal farmer.
Dean's laughter seemed genuine, but there was still a tinge of sadness that followed.
There are already things growing in here, so I can take care of them instead of growing something from a seed. Much faster and probably for the best. Just in case there's a setup or something. Don't want to go messing with that just in case.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Don't want to get caught growing weed or something.
You know, I probably could if I tried hard enough, and if there was something already started in here. Although, don't know much about it.
Again he laughed, and I fought the urge to ask if he was serious or not.
So, what are you doing now, Dave? Going to keep looking about?
Huh? What makes you ask that?
You seem to like wandering about. I'm pretty set here for the time being, so you hanging around here would be nice if you're gonna get bored.
I chuckled nervously. While the place seemed neat, he was right. I had no idea most of the stuff in here. Wait, what? about most of the stuff in here, and I just didn't have the same passion for it Dean had. You've got me there, so I guess I'll see you later.
Suits me. You stay out of trouble now.
Dean wandered off behind some other plants, humming to himself as he did so. As for me, I headed back inside the mansion to figure out my next move. Volto!
Tu sei
Volto!
That was a very pleasant conversation with Dean.
Isn't Dean a cutie?
He's pretty good. Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Sirius. I appreciate it. He likes my Dean voice.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Somehow, at some point, I found myself looking at a familiar-looking door. Oh, now this is the best husbando in the game.
It's really kind of just, for a door, it's kind of spooky.
What?
It's a little scary.
No, best husbando.
Door-chan.
No, you'll understand later.
So is this what happened to Minato? Is this the door that he became?
Yeah. This is Minato.
Oh, shit.
He got teleported to a furry world as a door.
Yeah, it's true. Wow. Really drew the short end of that stick, huh?
What? He gets to look at all these cute lads.
But he has to be a door.
I mean, would you rather, like, he's a door, but he gets to be in awe of these cute boys, while before he was just hated life and was being ogled by a million girls.
Yeah, he probably finds this a lot more fulfilling, truthfully.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
This is the true end of P3.
I mean, there's less Fuka, which is a shame.
Oh,
but...
yeah, you know what? Rest in peace, Fuka Bazooka. I don't know where that's from. I don't know where that image is from. Like the image of Fuka with the bazooka on her arm.
I want to see if I can find it.
Just the Fuka bazooka.
It's really good.
Something about the room seemed weird, almost as if a haze lingered in the room. But as much as it felt off, my body dragged me across the keypad next to the door. Yeah, that one's it. This one's the original one.
I want to like find that so I can see the whole thing. So I can see the whole. What? Fuka bazooka. If you're gonna Fuka with me, prepare for a taste of my Fuka bazooka.
It's so funny for like no reason.
That's a good image.
The enemy.
I like Fuka.
Watch out! I sense death.
I sense death.
Okay, maybe I should just try putting in something, given I'm here. What was the password for this day? It was like...
I didn't see what you typed in. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. Is there nothing there? Oh, well. Time seemed to slip away from me. I wasn't sure how long I ended up standing there.
Oh, I think this one's transparent.
Ooh.
This one doesn't have a background, but it has the text.
Ooh, that one's pretty good. I'm
gonna post it in the Discord to see if it shows up without a background.
Fuka bazooka. Time seemed to slip away from me. I wasn't sure how long I ended up standing there, but I could hear the dinner bell ringing.
Let's go.
Oh, good.
Let's
good.
Go.
Fuka bazooka. The dating one is day 3. Oh, okay. I always forget what day it is.
So does it matter that you put in the wrong password?
No.
Okay.
I trudged up towards the dining room in a daze, and as it turned out, I was the last one to arrive. Again, like a loser.
Shameful.
Right. Cuckoo. Oh.
Toshite.
Oh.
Hello. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Huh?
Game-o-chan?
Game of this?
Okay, let me just... Okay, so
it's... Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
That was a little spooky.
Your
Your poor computer.
Look, this laptop...
Can't handle this big old thing.
It's fine.
This is a big game.
It's got a lot of files to pull up.
Yeah.
I must have sat down next to Roswell when I entered. It was the closest chair to the... Wait, was that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nope. Okay, you can do it, computer.
Are you trying to move forward?
Yeah.
Woof.
Okay, let me...
Poor computer Chan.
We'll just get rid of those. Is there anything else open? No. No? Okay. Oh, that's what I was... You have to click twice to make the window thing. Yeah.
I see.
Because I clicked off of it.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, I must have sat down next to Roswell when I entered. It was the closest chair to the door by far. Not only that, but the food was already on the table. How long was I on autopilot? You look wrecked. Are you alright? You should have said, you look like shit.
You look like garbage, Dave. God.
Wait, what was that, Yeah, there it is. Where the computer is, like, trying to catch up. Yeah. Okay. What was that thing that Tails said from that one TikTok? The, whatever goated with the sauce?
Oh, yeah.
Like...
You're asking me if you're a quirked up white boy goated with the sauce? I don't know. I watched that TikTok the other day. I intentionally sought it out to watch it because I fucking love it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch.
Yeah, I love that so much.
It's the best, actually.
Dave is not goated with the sauce.
No,
I
no,
don't think.
Dave is not a quirked up white boy goated with the sauce. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, excuse me. My head felt cloudy, fuzzy as if I was still awake. Well, if you're sure. I remember nodding with my awareness slowly returning. Maybe I'm just tired. I know I was downstairs before, and I guess I just zoned out. Downstairs? In the gym? No, in the other room, the one with the big door. Oh yeah, that's the vault. I know the one you're talking about. The vault? Yeah, it said so on the menu. Do you remember, Dave?
The Volto.
You clicked it and everything.
Yeah. You did that. You fucking did that.
That's one of my favorite things in the game Knights College is the UI is a thing in universe.
That's pretty fun.
Like you get the options that show up, and that's a physical thing that the main character sees.
Huh. I like that.
It's kind of fun.
It's pretty good.
And then he gets mind controlled into jerking someone off, and then was like, "You didn't have to mind control me; I would have done it anyway." But it's really hot that you did that, and I'm like, "This game's amazing."
Woof. Hey, you know what? Knows what it's about. Can't even fucking be mad about it.
Right?
Truthfully.
Because of how the door looks, it even has a keypad next to it, wanting a password, so it's bound to have something important behind it. I tried a bunch of words though, and nothing, and not even password. All it did was just beep at me. Why was that? Get off of TikTok.
I wasn't on TikTok.
That's I didn't even know that was possible. Oh, I thought maybe it was like a computer, so I Roswell looked around quickly, eyes bulging and looking worried. Wait, is that the password to your computer, Roswell?
Oh my god.
No, don't be silly. Just please maybe forget that. Please.
Roswell.
Look, who's gonna try that?
Dave, probably.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. No one else is interested in Roswell.
Look, in Shelter, you have to put like a 5-digit code for something. Like you have to make a code for a thing, and I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the game was like, "That's stupid that you would choose something so stupid." And I was like, "Wait."
I love that so much.
Wait. Alon, please hear me out. Like, it's genius, right? No one's gonna think that it's gonna be such a stupid code.
I don't think that's.
And
because if there's no consequences to trying a code, something simple like that is going to be the first choice. Don't know how to tell you this.
It's fine. Roswell turned to the food in front of him and began eating. I did much the same, but I found myself thinking about what I'd seen so far. Doesn't doing that cause it to explode later? Yeah, it does. It was neat.
Really?
Yeah, because it means it's an
What?
easy enough code for another character to use.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of neat.
Huh.
The pool looked inviting enough. At the very least, Sal seemed to enjoy it. Not to mention the fact that it seemed equipped with everything just shy of a minibar. The gaming room seemed to be fun, although I was worried about how Orlando perceived it. It wasn't really a casino, right? The gym is something I'm not sure I'll use, at least not to the extent Ty is likely going to use it. Good to know we had a place to work off some of the food we were eating while we stayed here. If I wanted a place to relax, the conservatory seems like a good place to go. Might have to fight Haas to have space depending on how he was using it for rehearsals, though. That wouldn't be a problem. Whatever.
He doesn't take up the whole
Just
room.
sit on him. There was the museum, full of stuff that, honestly, I didn't expect from a place like this. There's still probably more things there for me to find if I looked hard enough. The greenhouse was cool. It was almost like a private jungle, but given Dean's interest in the place, there was every likelihood he'd use the seclusion to, well, you know.
You know. Got.
Well, he'd make the most of it, especially if we were the only ones in there.
Turn on the Glizzy Globler 9000.
Oh my god. Set up the auto blow. Once again, I zoned out. The dinner bell, the dinner being a blur. I vaguely remember everyone saying goodnight, and I think I replied. Being alone in the dining room put me on edge. I don't know why, but maybe it was just the isolation. As my vision focused, I realized that I wasn't the only one in the room after all. Oh. The otter gave me an appraising stare, his gaze drilling into me in a mix of curiosity and concern.
Are you well? You seem distressed.
Leggy boy.
Leg.
My mouth felt dry suddenly, and I quickly looked around.
Good job.
I know.
Saved it. No one will even notice.
I know, damn. Yeah, I'm fine. Another long stretch of silence passed. Despite being on the opposite side of the table, it felt he was right next to me, and not in a good way. Just fine. I'm tired, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Then may I suggest you return to your room and retire for the night?
You're not the boss of me!
He said suggest. The others have all done the same, and the mansion is far too large to be wandering around by oneself in the dead of night.
What would be bad about that?
Get lost in the dark. It's spooky scary.
I have a cell phone. I have a flashlight.
You have the karate chop.
I do have the karate chop.
So jealous. Stop flexing your fucking karate chop.
My karate chop phone is better than yours.
Stop karate chopping onto me. Yes, my phone is bad.
Yeah. Is it dangerous? There was no response, shy of his polite smile, but in a way that smile made me tense up more, and making me feel more uneasy.
Oh, I wouldn't say dangerous, Master Dave. No danger at all as long as everyone's in their bed.
My gaze narrowed, confused. How he phrased that seemed off. You make it sound like they're not all in their beds. Again, the polite smile returned. His voice was level and calm.
At the very least, you aren't.
Benson turned briskly on his heel and slowly backflipped out of the room. The moment he was out of sight, a chill ran down my spine.
Oh man, I would love to see that. Just hop, and then whoosh, whoosh.
Just out the window.
It's really good.
I made my way out of there as fast as my legs would take me until I was in my room. The moment I got on the other side of the door and closed it, door and closed it? Close it.
I think it's supposed to be
Closed?
the moment I got on the other side of the door and closed it. I think it's supposed to be closed.
Closed. With a D?
Yeah.
Okay. I started...
Is that what a D looks like, Josh? Josh just made a weird gesture with his arms, everybody. I don't know what that means.
It was more like an H.
It was like half of an H. Or like a lowercase h.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I don't know. He raised his arms and made a shape and said D. And like, yes. I don't know what that means.
Look, it's a good thing I don't have a VTuber model, because like the things I like, oh, it's, and like I do a gesture.
Do thing.
It's you know,
It's pretty good.
it's fine. Then when I got on the other side of the door, I closed it and I started the pace. I was just imagining things. It was all in my head, whatever it was that I was feeling. This was just an unfamiliar house, and I hadn't settled in yet. Despite reinforcing this in my head, I yelped when I heard a knock on the door. I froze, staring at the door, unnerved by Benson's behavior downstairs. Gulping, I croaked out, "Come in." Dean!
He's here.
Look, he's a good boy.
What's up, dude?
Dean eased open the door and closed it shut behind him. Eyes trained on me, and he looked irritated. Wait, irritated.
Uh-huh.
Do you see it?
Shut fucking mouth.
Hey, Dean,
You were out of it at dinner. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. Dean clicked his tongue before shaking his head.
No, I know something's up. I've known you long enough to learn that much, Dave. Spill it.
I shuffled uneasy on the spot, avoiding Dean's gaze. Does something feel off about this place to you? About Benson? The question seemed to take Dean aback. He blinked and seemed to think it over. While he was thinking, I continued. He's the only staff. We've seen no one else. Dean crossed the room and placed his hands on my shoulders, waiting until I looked at him proper.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
Just rattled?
Yeah. And Dean kneaded my shoulders, massaging the tension I had been holding in my neck. Maybe he wanted to do more or say something more, but his eyes held fast to the spot on the floor nearby.
Alright. Well, if you want to talk, I'm just down the hall.
I flashed him a wry smile, seeing if I could lighten the mood. Just talk? He stopped suddenly, looking down at me before meeting my smile with one of his own. Then that smile grew into one of Dean's signature grins.
Just talk, huh? Well, I suppose if talking is enough, we could do something else with our mouths.
I laughed, and a lot of my worries fell away right then and there. He leaned down and gave me a quick hug before holding me gently at arm's length.
Everything will be fine, Dave. But if it ever bothers you, you know where I'll be.
Isn't it cute you went to go check in on Dave?
That is pretty cute.
He's a good boy.
You know how I am, but don't think for a second that I'm not looking out for you, alright? Promise.
Because when I first played this game, I did the Dean options.
Right.
So I thought Dean just showed up in the scene because, like, I chose
him.
the Dean options, but no, it's universal in all the routes.
He just does it.
He just comes over
Yeah.
just to check in on you.
He
It's
just says,
real cute.
Hello, I'm worried about you, Uwu.
That's very cute. With another nod, he was gone. A faint fluttering in my chest made me feel warm and comfortable. Comforted.
Mm-hmm.
But with my mind at ease, fatigue hit me hard, and I turned in for the night.
We did it. We got through another day.
We did one more day.
One more day.
Right? We'll do a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. Despite going to bed relatively calm after talking to Dean, I didn't sleep well. I was up early, my body telling me that I'd had enough rest. Wait, and who checks it on you? Look, Ian, you're right. You're right. But I just think it's cute that Dean does this at the start of the game. No, it's just... He's cute, though. He's cute, though. Not that I felt rested. My head was still spinning. I let my eyes wander the bedroom I'd claimed as my own, but it lacked the familiar comforts of home. Throw pillows on the couch. On the floor. Take the dresser drawers, take them out. Set those in the corner. It's now a little more homely.
How?
Well, it's different.
Josh, is that how you live?
No.
In your room?
No.
Are your dresser drawers pulled out and stacked in the corner of the room?
No, but I find that it, like, if I'm at, like, a hotel, right?
Okay.
It feels too sterile, so I, like, move things a bit.
Huh.
Just so that it, like, almost feels lived in. So I'll, like, pull out the drawers.
What an interesting perspective. I don't care. As long as I can sleep in there,
I'll turn the chair around.
that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You'll flip the chair upside down and put it on the ceiling. You know, a little more homely.
And close the blind. Of course we close the blinds. We always close the blinds.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Turn the AC on immediately.
See? It's normal. Not that I felt rested. My head was still spinning. I let my eyes wander around the bedroom. Yeah, okay. The house was giving me an odd feeling. Was it the vault? Was it the lack of staff? Was it something else? Even then, what was hidden behind the door? Was it something important, like Roswell thought? My thoughts raced through my mind, as I could hear other things going on in the house. Or at least I assumed that's what I'd heard. Yeah, what I was hearing. Yes. Rolling over, I wondered if it was worth taking Dean up on his offer, and I grabbed my phone. It was early, and wondering if my paranoia was worth bothering one of the others. I'd already started flicking through my contacts. Having made up my mind, all that was left was to decide who to message.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
I knew Ty would be grumpy if I bothered him this early in the morning, but he was level-headed about stuff like this. I had faith that despite him chewing me out for interrupting his sleep, he'd put me at ease. Throwing caution to the wind, I sent him a message. Minutes ticked by, and right as I considered messaging Dean instead, Tyson replied. It was curt, but at least I knew he wasn't brushing me off the moment another message came through, immediately after saying I could stop by. I assumed that meant that he wasn't going to be getting out of bed, so I got dressed enough that I could make my way down the hall. The light was off as I eased open the door. Slipping inside, I carefully closed it behind me. Ty? I kept my voice low, and I could see his eyes watching me from the bed. What little light in the room showing he was still clearly in bed on his side.
Come here.
Sure. Get on bed with him. Get in the bed with him. Wandering closer, I sat on the bed, playing with my fingers and not really sure where to start.
So, that'd be a good reason why you woke me up, pup.
He yawned, stretching and adjusting himself as he sat there. I noticed that the fly of his pants was undone, a sign that he'd only just thrown them on. Occasionally, Ty did sleep in the buff.
If you wanted some eye candy, it could have waited until I was awake.
I look up, noticing Ty watching me, and I gulped, laughing nervously. Sorry, but, your fly is undone.
What? Get a good enough look?
To be fair, it was dark enough in the room that I couldn't see anything, but with how he was sitting, even if all the lights were on, I doubt I would have seen anything of worth anyway.
You wanted to talk, so hurry up already.
Right, sorry.
You look like you haven't slept.
Sleep's overrated. I slept a little.
You okay?
Just this house, it's creeping me out.
Just a house, though.
But where is everyone?
We're it. How else could we get a fucking mansion for a month for free? I mean, I paid nothing. Unless you guys paid for it all before I was invited. You ain't gonna ask me for money now, are you?
Of course not, Ty. I wouldn't do that. He grunted in response, leaning back and holding up his fly so he could freely lay back.
You reckon the weirdo would put this together and then just screw you over?
Hey, be nice.
Still a weirdo, believing in all ghost stuff. Heard enough of it from the other end of the bus.
You don't believe it, even a little?
Why would I?
You've never just once thought that maybe?
Nope. The way I see it, there's enough things that can hurt you in the flesh that there's no point in worrying about it. Even if they did, chances are you'd be dead long before any of that mattered. Demons exist, sure, but not in the way that the boar wants to think.
Oh. There was an awkward silence held between us for almost a full minute before Ty spoke again.
Look, would it make you feel better if I said I'll keep you safe? I can't punch ghosts, but I can have your back, alright? Just like normal.
Yeah, that helps. Thanks.
Just don't go being paranoid, though.
I won't, Ty. Promise.
You fucking better. Now, I'm gonna get some sleep. Unless you plan on sleeping on the floor, better get back to your room.
Ty walked me to the door, opening it for me. He leaned on the door frame as I passed through it, reaching out to grab me by the shoulder to get one last thing in.
Next time, try not to make it so early. Otherwise, come talk anytime.
He closed the door before I could get a word in, but I felt somewhat better. I had half a mind to knock, thank him properly, but I also figured that I could always thank him later.
Jesus, Ian. Oh, I saw it. You can't take that away. I saw it. I fucking saw it with my eyes.
Darian, there's nothing there.
Don't gaslight me. Not live.
What? What? There's no message there.
There used to be.
There was a message here. It's gone now.
There's a message here. And it was gone.
With that, I wandered back to my room until it was time to head for breakfast. Much like the first night, I was the last one to arrive at breakfast. Man, Dave sucks. How did Tyson get there before he did?
Yeah, because he...
Once again, I had free call as to who to sit next to.
Oh, there's only two choices.
Only two choices.
Wow.
Only two.
We're gonna pick Dean, right?
After talking to Ty this morning, I figured I may as well spend breakfast with him too.
Morning.
Morning.
Feeling better?
I am. Yeah, hungry though. You get some sleep after I left?
Eventually. Took care of myself first, though.
What, like groomed?
Yeah, sure. That's what most guys do in the morning before getting up. Come on, think about it for a sec.
Oh.
One advantage of sleeping with no clothes. Still, waking up that early again and you might become part of the morning routine if you aren't careful.
I'll keep that in mind.
What an interesting way to kick off a conversation.
What?
At the breakfast table.
What?
It's just interesting. That's all I said.
Okay.
It's just interesting.
That's not a normal conversation for you?
No comment.
Okay. Tyson started to grab food from in front of him, stalking up his plate and tucking in. What? And tucking in?
Tucking into the table.
Oh.
You scooch forward.
Okay, I'm like the plate? Like tuck in the plate?
That's my based on the context clues, that's what my assumption is.
Okay. You're probably correct, because I don't know how to read. But how would you tuck in the plate?
Okay.
Do you like use it like a blanket? Like, you know, like
Oh.
These are the things that keep me up at night, guys.
Clearly.
With how fast he was eating, I could have sworn I was sitting next to Dean. Hungry much?
Hey, free grub.
Oh, that's like one of his cutest portraits.
Pretty cute.
Little the big smile.
Good free grub.
Well, yeah, but aren't you gonna get sick eating that fast?
Nah, I know my limits. You should get some food in you, though. I was gonna take a look around. Figured you might want to come.
Sure, I don't have any other plans for today.
Great.
Ty's sudden outburst caused everyone to look his way. Not that it seemed to really bother him all that much. Maybe he was just lonely. Riding the enthusiasm, Ty got up and left. Figured that if he was already on his way to check out the place, I should probably follow.
So you've had a look around the place, yeah?
Could say that.
Anywhere you'd recommend to kick us off? Actually, before that, need to head back to the room.
Without waiting, Ty started to jog up the stairs.
Alright. So now that you're here, not going to mince words, Dave.
Ty began to pace before sighing, giving me a hard stare before continuing.
I came because you invited me, but I think you made a mistake given who else is here. I'm thankful, don't get me wrong. But I think that as a whole, you should have picked someone else.
Literally who?
I have no other friends except for all these motherfuckers that are here.
Who else would he invite? His mom? Well, I get what you're saying. Not as if you can head home now, right?
You could call a cab or something.
That'd be so expensive. The driveway length alone. Well, yeah, but that'd be too expensive. Besides, why not just make the most of it? Could just spend the month training and wandering the woods.
Yeah, right. Like that'd go down well. Something tells me that spending the whole month in a dark basement seems a little sus. An interesting choice for the spelling of sus. It's got 2 S's. Typically, when people type sus nowadays, it's just S-U-S.
Well, that's now, wasn't... That would have been okay back then, right?
I guess so. You say back then. How old is this game?
I think this started in 2019?
Yeah, I guess sus wasn't really like a big, that was only in like the last 2 years, maybe?
No, people were saying sus back then.
Were they?
Yeah. I had classmates that were all kind of playing that game.
Moogus.
Yeah, like it was starting to get big pre-COVID.
Okay,
and then
so
COVID spiked it.
I see.
I think. I could be wrong. But
I mean, it does the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Would you rather there be a Y at the end?
Yeah, I would. I would rather him say a little sussy.
So what's the alternative?
Well, I ain't apologizing.
Well, ideal scenario then.
I don't get on well with them. We're different people, and that's okay. Besides, you can keep me company, so it's not bad. I'm fine with that.
Well, if you're sure. Still, what are you planning on doing today? Gym all day?
Nah, I still want to have a look around. Which, room should we start with?
Well, you've got the basement covered.
Anything good upstairs?
There's like, I guess you'd call it a reading room? You can do it.
No, sorry, I had to...
You can do it.
I had to stifle that one.
You can do it.
I don't think it came out too bad.
Okay.
I had to stifle it. I'm sorry, Ian, I can't do that
for you
today.
Turned away from the mic.
I couldn't do that for you today, I'm sorry.
Covered mouth.
It's fine. Books, pass.
There's kind of a study/museum combo upstairs. A bunch of old stuff to look at.
Ugh, you make it sound like a field trip.
Could check out the game room upstairs. Almost looks like a casino.
I could get behind that. If anything, might make me some quick cash.
Do you like to gamble? Every day.
Well, sorta. Guess I'm lucky, I guess. I'm better at placing bets on hands of poker or blackjack. Tried sticking away from slots. I'll probably go and check out the gym after either way. Want to work off the breakfast at some point.
Alright, sure. The two of us left the bedroom, Tyson leading the way and sticking his head into any open door to find until we found the game room.
Well, well.
Ty went over to one of the slot machines resting against the wall and gave the lever a whack.
More like a casino than I thought it'd be. Why'd they have a setup like this anyway?
I'm still confused about that.
Rich folks, man. That's the answer.
Benson needs enjoyment somehow.
Yeah, true. This is true. We do like to just be rich.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point in a slot machine What's the point in a slot machine if you own it? Any money you put in, you'll just get back.
The dopamine rush.
Yeah, true. From winning.
Yeah. What if you had friends over?
Steal their money. Still, then you'd just be stooging money off your friends. What if it pays out too? You just gonna give money away like that for free?
Well, I guess if you're rich enough to have a place like this, maybe money isn't that big of a deal.
Must be nice. Still, what else is in here? Looks like they have a projector set up.
Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of video games rigged up to play off of it, or something.
No, yeah?
According to Orlando, at least, it didn't go into any detail on how any of it worked. Still, suppose there's something, right? Ty went over to one of the cabinets, rifling through the things sitting on the shelves.
Don't see any games in here. A couple books, spare controllers and stuff.
Controllers mean games, though, right? At the very least, a console.
You'd think that.
Tyson spent a bit more time rummaging before coming out with a folder.
Think this might help. Let's see. Catalog of the games room. Access to the main TV is attached devices is done by the control panel inside the cabinet shown. Looks like there's, I don't know, a hidden panel or something in the cabinet over there.
I'll go have a look. I wandered over to the cabinet Ty pointed out, and upon looking inside, there was a panel with a bunch of buttons and switches. Oh. I flipped a switch, and immediately a section of the wall slid aside to reveal a large screen. Hey, this sort of looks like a TV.
Not quite. There's just something for the image. That's just something for the image to project onto. They've just dressed it up a bit.
Tyson pointed up at one of the ceilings where a small box seemed to be pointed at the wall that just opened up.
That should be the projector. Must have come down when the wall opened. Don't remember seeing it up there a minute ago.
There's a couple other switches here. Should I press them?
Don't see why not. Besides, if we break anything, they should have made it less fragile, right?
Well, I don't really want to have to explain why something's broken when we've only been here a couple days.
Well, move over then. I'll do it.
Without waiting for me to move, Ty shoved past and started flicking switches. First, the screen came on, then a few of the shelves, and following that, the screen had a list of games pre-installed and ready to play.
Not bad.
Oh yeah?
Check out how many games they've got. This is probably a custom rig of some kind. Don't think mine at home can hold this many. Oh shit, they've got Dark Cloud 2.
Oh my god. And Farm Simulator.
Farm Simulator.
And Power Wash Simulator.
Oh my god.
And Train Simulator with all of its DLC. All $1,000 of it.
And Big Rig Driving Simulator, bro. Yes.
Man, which one? I think it was Train Simulator. It was one of those simulator games that had like an actual $1,000 worth of DLC. And I'm like, dead or alive, eat your heart out.
It's for someone. And that specific someone will pay for it and bankroll the entire next game.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad they managed to fund $1,000 worth of DLC.
Yeah, like actually.
You
for
do
real.
it. Believe.
Believe.
You have one of these?
Well, one of them. Seems like they have one of everything and have them all running at the same time. Well, shit, no wonder how they're doing that.
Gonna try to do it at home?
If I get another console, sure. Sure they won't mind if I help myself.
What, you're going to take one of these home?
Yep. Not going to miss one.
But
They're not going to miss one lousy console.
that's stealing.
And don't fucking tell anyone.
But
True. Look, if you don't want a guilty conscience, don't watch me steal it. Hell, I won't even steal it right now. Jeez, you're such a buzzkill. Well, you've ruined the mood now. Let's go somewhere else.
Okay.
Good fucking job, Dave.
Right, what a narc. Tyson stomped out of the room without another word.
Fucking narc.
Still, despite me being the reason he was being sour, he ushered me to follow. Oh. We passed Roswell in the foyer, who seemed to just be standing around, almost waiting. What? I want to go to Walmart and steal Tyson?
I want to steal.
How much could Tyson get away with stealing out of Walmart?
I don't know.
I feel like Walmart's like upped their game.
It's true. Not quite as easy to abscond with things these days.
I feel like you have to like work there to steal things now.
And even so, that would probably be pretty difficult.
That was close. He didn't look happy at all. Yeah, that was my fault. We were upstairs in the game room and, It doesn't matter. Still, a game room is pretty cool. You should check it out if you get the chance. Oh, then I should. Maybe. Maybe after lunch. Yeah, we're getting close to then, aren't we? Oh my god, these people eating like 500 meals a day.
They eat 3.
Oh my god.
That's normal.
That feels like so much. Yep, that was going on and on ahead before, Oh well. Don't worry, I get it. Oh, well that's a relief. Don't mind what I'll do though. I don't know what I'll do though. Standing out here until the others arrive seems kind of weird, don't you think? You sit on the middle of the foyer and you lay down.
Sprawl.
You lay down on the floor. It's fun. It's always fun to just splay out in a wide open space.
It's good for your back.
Shows
Relaxing.
dominance.
Shows dominance.
No, yeah? Well, I mean, Ty's just, Ty. I get that he kind of looks like he'll pick a fight with whoever, but he's an alright guy. Especially now. Trust me. Well, if you say so. You're coming too, I guess. In a bit. Gonna go get something from my room first. Alright, well, I'll see you when you get back then. I wandered upstairs, heading to my room. Seemed as though everyone else was out, though. No one seemed to be in their room otherwise. When I got to my room, I noticed that things seemed different. Nothing major, just, had someone been in here? I changed my shirt and went back downstairs. It seemed as though nothing was missing. By the time I was back downstairs, though, everyone seemed to be hurrying to the dining room. Okay, when we all arrived, though... Okay, I think this is as decent a place as any to end it for today.
Okay. What are all the squares for? On the save points. On the save slots.
Yeah.
What are they for? Joshua.
Curious.
Okay.
Well, if I go over here...
Nothing.
Oh, okay, so I don't have my original data anymore.
Nada.
So... Okay, it was in slot 2. Cool. Intel finish? No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even think Josh has it in him for a 24-hour stream.
I don't know, DoorDash some more caffeine.
Nah, I'm cool.
What?
I definitely don't have it. I will fall asleep right in the middle of reading a fucking line.
Yeah?
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Do I get permission to pour coffee on you?
No, you do not have that permission.
What's even the point?
Also, I can't do a 24-hour stream. I have something going on today. I got shit to do.
Look at you trying to, like, do things.
I got shit to do, man.
Things. Yeah, it's... Our good little boy is still by himself on the load screen.
Yeah, we haven't committed to a route yet.
No, not yet. But I hope you all enjoyed.
Yeah, I think it was
and
good.
we'll see you around.